Yeah. So we are executing the commands, right, guys? So how many ways? How many ways? So we can execute the commands. How many ways we can execute the commands in the shell prompt? What is that? So how many ways we can execute the commands in the shell prompt? Okay. So how many ways, guys? So we can execute the commands in the shell prompt. So we can execute the commands in the shell prompt two ways. So one is, so we can execute any command in the Linux shell prompt in two ways. So what is that? One is, one is absolute part. The second one is relative part. So what is that, guys? Absolute part and relative part. So what is that? Absolute path and relative path. So what is absolute path, guys? What is a relative path? What this is? This is our, so my server, my VMs are in the data center, Mumbai data center. I am in the Hyderabad. How we can connect, guys? We can connect through Putty only. So I'm connecting through Putty only. So this is my VM. So I want to execute the commands ls, pwd, cd, mkdir, right? I want to, so I want to go to the file, something like a CD, right? CD, ls, cd, blujaytech, cd, batch 15. In the batch 50, there is a batch 51, CD, batch 52, CD, batch 53, CD, nothing is there. Okay. So I want to go to this batch 53. So I want to go to this batch 53. So this is the way, right? So go to this folder, go to this directory, and again go to this directory, again go to this directory, again go to this directory, again go to this directory. So I want to execute the cd command in how many ways? How many times can execute the? Okay. So how many ways I executed the cd command? Executed the cd command in one time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. Right? I want to execute so five times cd command. I don't want to execute the 5 days cd command. So wherever I am, so where I am, for example, cd where I am in the slash code. I want to go to directly batch 53. So what is the command? cd slash cd tech batch 52. You see, directly I'm going. So in one command, I'm directly going to 53. The same way in this CJ, CD blujaytech, this is the one command, this is the second command, this is the fourth command, this is the fifth command, this is the sixth command. So one, two, three, four, five. Five times I executed the CD command. I don't want to execute these commands. I want to go directly with one command. So that is nothing but a absolute command. Absolute command. Or else I will tell you. So what is this CD? So where I am in the root folder. So I want to check the system logs. So I want to check the system logs. The system's logs will be available under the slash etc var lcd log. Okay. Then here. So exactly. So this is the messages. What is that? Messages is the file. This is the file. In this file, the system related logs will be created. So system logs will be created. How to check it? Cat messages. Okay. So what is this? There one way we need to go to that path and execute the commands. We need to go to that path and execute the commands. So the another way is something like wherever you are. I am in the OPT directory. Where I am? I am in the sorry. Where I am? I am in the OPT directory. Okay. So I'm in the OPT directory. I want to see the logs. So wherever I am, I can execute the any command with absolute path. Cat slash var code usages. What is that file? So we are executing the cat file. Cat will be executed only file, but that file will be located under the var. Under the var there is a log. Under the log there is a messages. So messages file. Okay. Once you click it right, it automatically open the file. It automatically open the file. Guys, understood? So wherever you are, TWD, wherever you are executing the cat command with the locate that absolute path. What this is, guys? This is absolute path. You need to provide the full path of the full path. That is nothing but absolute path. What is the relative path? CD var. First, we need to go to that file CD var log. Hmm. Cat messages. Then cat messages. Is now understood? how to how to read the file in two ways. How to read the file in two ways. One is absolute way, the other one is relative way. So we can execute any command. So any command we can execute in two ways. One is absolute path and the other one is relative path. Absolute path is nothing but wherever you are, you can execute any command in any way. Any command in anywhere. Our relative path means so we need to go to that exact path location of the path, then we can execute the command. So that is nothing but a relative. Need to go to that path and execute the command. Absolute, we can provide wherever you are, you can provide the full path out of that command. You can execute. Whenever you are, you can execute any command in any way. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or not? Absolute path, relative path.
Yes.
Absolute path and the relative path. So an absolute always something like wherever you are and the points to the exact location of the file or directory. It is a complete path. It does not depend on the current working directory. It does not depend on the current working directory. So what is the relative path? What is the relative path? A relative path points to a location related to the current directory. So it does not start from the root directory, right? If in your current directory is something like var log, so you can execute that command. You can execute that command. One second. Battery down. That's now you understood? So relative path means we need to go to that specific path and execute the command. So absolute means wherever you are, you can execute any command. You can execute any command. Guys, understood? Absolute path and relative path. So what are the examples of the absolute path and relative path? Examples are something like hash cd slash blujay tech batch 15. What is that? Batch 15. You want to go to batch. So you want to go to batch 53, wherever I showed you to write slash batch 53. Okay. So I want to see the file. Cat var log messages. This is the file. So this is the file. We need to provide the entire path. Entire path. So relative path is nothing but a cd. This file in the root there. Cd slash root. Okay. Cd slash root. Cd slash 2j tech. Cd slash batch 15 cd slash batch 51. These all are the spaces guys. Okay. Batch 52, batch 50. Okay. So this is nothing but a relative path. So for a file, cd slash var cd slash log cd slash cat stages. Okay. So directory is a file. Okay, guys understood? Relative path and absolute path. So what is absolute path? Wherever you are. What is that, guys? Wherever you are, you can execute any command to any way. Guys understood? So this is nothing but a absolute path. Relative path means to go to that path, execute the command. So need to go to that path and execute the command. Understood? A relative path points to a location relative to the current directory. Current a relative path points to a location relative to the current directory. So it does not start from the root directory. Does not start from the current directory. So wherever you are, you need to go to that path. You need to go to that path and execute the command. Guys understood? Guys understood about the relative and what is that? It exactly points to the exact location, exact location of the tip file. Exact location of a file or directory. Guys, now you understood how many ways we can execute the command? So we can execute the command in two ways. So one is absolute path and the other one is relative path. Absolute path is nothing but we can provide the full path of the command, file path or directory path. So relative path in is nothing but we need to go to specific path and execute the command. So this is execute the command. Guys understood? Yeah. So MKDAR hyphen key pairing So I want to create a directory without going to that directory. I want to create a directory. mkdir-p parent, where you are under root. There is a patch root blujaytech, right? Root blujaytech patch. So batch guys B, and if you press the tab, if you press the tab, it will automatically add the remaining letters guys. Okay. So in that I want to create a batch 54 cd slash root 2j batch 52 batch 52 batch 52 batch 6 batch 54 is created. Right, understood? So this is the absolute path. What this is? This is the absolute path. Relative path, CD room to CD, BlueJet CD batch 50, CD batch 51, CD batch 52, CD batch 53, then MKDAR batch 54. MKDAR batch 54. That is the relative path. This is the absolute path. So we can execute any command in two ways. One is absolute way, other relative way. Absolute way or a relative way. Guys, understood? So very good, guys. Yeah. So what is that next? Next is what we discussed. We discussed about file and text processing tools. What is that? So file and text processing tools. So now you understood, right? Absolute path and relative. Okay. So what is that? Next, so file and text processing tools. So what are the files and text processing tools? Right. So as of now, we know how to create the file and we do how to switch the. We know how to create the directory and how to switch the directory. So change directory, make directory. So yeah, I want to read the file. I want to create the file. How do you that? So exactly, we don't know how to create a file and how to read the file in the Linux environment, right? So everything through commands only, right? So we need to create the file. We need to read the file. We need to modify the file, right? How we can do it? Modification, creation, and reading. Okay, and so how you can guys? So we have a so we can create the files, we can create the file and read the file. So what is that? So we can use three commands, guys. So one is touch command. What is that? Touch. What is a touch command? To create a file without data. What is that, guys? To create a file without data. It will create a file. What is the syntax for the file, guys? Touch file name. What is that? So touch file name. Example touch hurry.txt. Okay. So what is that? Text hurry.txt. So this is the file. So it will create the file without data. We create a file without data. Next, to read, what is that? Cat. What is the cat command, guys? To read the content, to read the content of the given document. Given document. So to read the content of the given document. What is a cat? Cat is nothing but a reading the file. How to read the file? You can read the file by using to read the content of the given document. To read the content of the given document. What is the syntax, guys? So every command having the syntax. So cat file name. What is that? Cat file name. Example, cat. So file name touch blujaytech blujaytech.txt touch blujaytech.txt or example cat var log messages log messages. Okay, so the next command is so what is the next command, guys? Next command is so vi or vim. What is the command? VIR. So VIM command. Create a create, modify and read the file. What is that, guys? Create, modify and read the file. How to create the file, how to modify the file, how to read the file. So VI will do creating and modifying and reading. So VI we can use with read the file, create the file, modify the file. So touch is nothing but a touch is just creating a file without just a touch is creating a file without data, but VIVM create, modify, read the files, guys. Create, modify, and read the files. It has three modes. So it has three modes. So what is that term? What is it? Syntax. Syntax is VA to G tech dot txt or whatever. So VA file name. So VA file name example. So VA blujaytechnlogies. So it has how many? It has three modes. So it has three modes. So one is command mode. Insert mode. Third one is so command mode, insert mode, and execution mode. What are the modes we have? So we have a three modes: command mode, insert mode, and execution mode. Execution mode. Yes, understood. So what is a command mode? So what is insert mode? What is execution mode? So what is this, guys? So where you are first command, so you are in the root. So what you can do? So touch hurry.txt. See, hurry.txt is created. Cat hurry.txt. Cat hurry.txt. Nothing is there, right? So to create a file without a data, created the file, but without a data. How to read the file? Cat. So this is the absolute way. Cat var log main log. So what this is? Cat var log messages. So cat main log having no data, but the message is having data. Yes, message is having the data. Okay. So what is that? So cat var log messages, or you need to go to that path and can execute the cat command. Okay. Cat is nothing but to read the content of the given document. Yeah, I'm reading the content of the given document. So what is the next, guys? VIR a VIM. So what is that? So VIR a VIM. So one second, guys. I have a file. So VA or VAM editor. So VA is nothing but a visual display editor. So VAM is nothing but a visual display editor improved. This command mode editor for files. Okay, it has three modes. So one is command mode, insert mode, and execution mode. What is that, guys? Command mode, insert mode, and execution mode. Yeah, guys, read that one. What are the modes? Command mode, insert mode, execution mode. So what are the modes, guys? Command mode, insert mode, and execution mode. So what, guys? What is command mode? What is insert mode? What it will do, and what is execution mode? What exact execution mode will do? So whenever you click right VA file name va blujaytech.com, then once you hit the enter, right, it will directly go to the command. So command mode, we can do anything. We cannot do anything in the command mode. Okay. I want to insert the data in the file. How you can insert the data in the file? You can insert the data in the file by using in the insert. How we can go from command mode to insert mode? If you press keyboard, if you press the I button in the keyboard, if you press I button in the keyboard, it will directly go to the insert mode. So in the insert mode, you can modify, you can delete, you can write, so you can do anything. And so we want to save the file, save without save, something like directly we cannot save the file from insert mode to execution mode. Insert mode to execution mode, it is not possible. Again, go back to the command mode. How you can go to the command mode? By pressing the escape button in the keyboard. Left top, there is a escape button in the keyboard. You can press escape, then again you will go to the command mode. So from the command mode, how we can save the file? Shift colon. So shift colon, it will save the file. It will save the file. Then shift colon WQ, write and quit. W is nothing but a write. Q is nothing but a quit. Q exclamatory quit without saving. These all are the modes in the execution mode. Okay, it is used to create, read, the edit the file. What is the mode in the insert? Insert. So to begin the insert mode at the cursor position. Okay, to append the next words letter, to insert a new line from the given position. So these all are the I A O. Okay, in the command mode. So what we can do in the command mode? So GG is nothing but to go to the beginning of the page. Capital G is nothing but to go to the end of the page. W is nothing but to move the cursor forward word by word. Small b is nothing but to move the cursor to move the cursor backward word by word. So NW is nothing but to move the cursor forward n words. To move the cursor forward to n words. NB is nothing but to move the cursor backward to the n words. So U is nothing but to undo the last changes. Okay. Capital U is nothing but to undo the previous changes. YY is nothing but to copy the file, copy the line. So NYY is nothing but a 5YY. It will copy 5 lines, paste the 5 lines, and paste the above line in the cursor position, below line in the cursor position. So DW is nothing but to delete the word letter by letter, and X is nothing but X to delete the word, to delete the word letter by letter, and DD is nothing but to delete the entire line. NDD is nothing but to delete the number of lines from the cursor position, and slash is nothing but a search. So what we will do it in the execute or command execute extended mode. Extended mode is used to save and quit or save without quit, escape with escape plus shift colon W, escape plus shift colon WQ, escape plus shift colon WQ, exclamatory, W exclamatory, WQ exclamatory, right? X, small x, capital X, 20 and is nothing but total. Go to the line number 20 and set, not C and U guys, set and U. Set and U is nothing but to set the numbers for a file. Remove the file or execution. You just go to that line and execute the, go back to that command line and execute the DD command. It will automatically delete the entire line. Yes, understood? Guys, understood? Yeah, I will show you practically, then you will understand. So what is that touch cat? You already know. VI blujaytech.txt. Okay. So where you are? once you execute the file name, once you enter it entered the file name, in which mode now you are in. So that is in the command mode. Which mode it is? It is in the command mode. Once you enter the command, right? So once you enter the VI file name, directly go to the command. So in the command mode, what we can do, insert the data, insert the data. The second mode is execution. Execution is nothing but that to save the file, to modify the file, to read the file, right? So so we can use, sorry, save the file, save without without save file, so with save file, with forcefully save, without forcefully save, right? That commands will be executed under the extended mode or execution mode. Guys, understood now? It will be very easy. So insert mode, command mode. What is the command mode? So command mode, you can do anything in the command mode. So how you can enter into the command mode? VA, JTech, so now you are in the command mode. So what you can do, guys, you can delete the file, modify the file, sorry, delete the line. Yeah, delete the file, modify the file. Right, we can do it on the, so in the which line? Command mode. In the command mode. So we can create it. Okay, once you insert the, so once you enter into the command mode, so now you're in the command mode. So if you want to add the data, you need to insert the, so press I. Press I in an automatic, you see here there is a insert symbol is came. So once the insert is done, okay, once the insert is done, so once the insert is done, so then you can verify, we can do the anything in the command. So we can do anything next insert mode, whatever the data you want to add it will in the keyboards or press I button. Okay. Yeah. So what is that? This is the first file. This is the uh, this is the file. Okay. This is the fifth file, sixth file, seven. Okay. This is the seventh file. Seventh file or a line, guys. Line, line, line. This is the line, guys. So how many lines I added? I added first, second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh lines added. So now I'm in, sorry, WQ, right and quit, right and quit. So again you need to go to So VA. Now you see, you are able to read the file. And if you want to modify the file, you can modify by using. So in which mode you are? You are under the command mode. If you want to modify the file, definitely we need to go to from command mode to insert mode. So once you are in the insert mode, right, plus I, it will go down from in the so insert mode. If you want to add a file, if you want to modify that file, you can modify it and save it. Right. Then then so how to save this file? How to save this file? Again, you need to go to the command mode. Now you are in the command mode. How you can go to from command mode to execution mode? So W colon W Q. So Q right and the width. So I don't want the changes. So what you can do? We can do VA blujaytech.txt. Okay. So I'm writing again. And this is the width line file. And this is the ninth line of the file. So sorry, I saved up. Okay. Now you are in the insert mode. If you press escape, it will go to the execution mode. What you can do, WQ. So quit without saving. I don't want I wrote the code, but I don't want the code. I need to quit from this code. What is the command? The command is so WQ so Q quit. So exclamatory means quit without saving. Yeah, it's go to the file. Now you check the now you check it. So this is the first line, second line, third line. So whatever you wrote, right? Eighth, AGHT, eighth and the ninth, ninth. Those all are not there. Those are not there because of the branches. Because of the branch. Okay, this is a file. I don't I don't want to save. Shift colon to exclamation. Okay, so this is nothing but a quit without saving. Quit without saving in the execution mode. Execution mode. Okay, I want to do VI slash etc VI var log messages. So go to that var log messages. So I want to set the line numbers. How to set the line number? So we can set the line numbers by using which command execution command. We can set the line number. So escape plus shift colon set numbers. What is that, guys? Set numbers. Shift colon set number. You see? So the numbers are shift G. How many lines we have? 11,629 629 lines are added. The code added. So 11,629 lines are added. Yes, understood? I want to delete the file. For example, I want to delete the file July create in VBox. So if you press the where you are in the command mode. So where you are in the command mode. If you want to delete one line, press DD, press DD, press DD, 7 DD. It will remove the 7 DD. So one 120 DD. It will remove the 120 lines. Will remove the 120 lines, guys. Is understood? How to set the file number and how to set the numbers of the of content and how to search the file is a file or directory located or not. Okay. How to set the line numbers? How to remove the line numbers? So shift colon set no any. No new means it will remove the line number. Set and new means it will remove the it will add the line numbers. It will add the line numbers. Guys, understood? Guys, any doubts? Yeah, I want to quit from here. How to quit? Escape, shift, colon, W, Q. Okay. DD, YY, NYY, NDD. Right, you can paste the you can paste the lines, you can copy the lines. NYY means copy, PP means paste. Okay. You will copy the files and paste the file. Guys, understood? So what we can do it in the so what we can what we can do it in the command mode, insert mode, we can insert the data, command mode, so we can go to the beginning of the file, ending of the file, delete the file, delete the password, delete the letter, and delete the paragraph cursor position, paste the line in the cursor. P is nothing but a paste, YY is nothing but a copy, YY is nothing but a copy, P is nothing but a paste, DD is nothing but a delete, slash is nothing but a search. What is this? Such error. Nothing is nothing is. You see, so capital error will show the next. You guys understood? So this is nothing but a text processing tool. What this is? This is nothing but a text processing tools. So tomorrow I will show you the file handling tools. This is the file handling tools, and tomorrow I will show you the text handling tools. So what are the text handling tools? So something like I want to display top 10 lines from the given document, bottom 10 lines from the given document. I want to search the file. I want to search the a file. So top, tail, grep. Okay. So we can use the grep. Then we can start the directory handling tools. Copy, move, and delete the file. So we'll discuss on tomorrow, guys, this topic. Then we need to use the changing the command, how to change the command. Then user administration. Okay. Thank you, guys. So we'll continue from now.